Today is just another day down here in Florida. It's been raining for a little while now, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start off the video with some drifting. Here you go.
We just try to do like a donut and see
what happens. Still not acting right?
Okay, it just feels like, I don't know, man, that feels fucking weird. That sound is like bugging the piss out of me.
Does it feel like a wombo?
Yeah. Like, did we just really break the Z by just driving through a puddle? Is that really what just happened?
I don't know, dude.
This is a new one for me. But like, the more you drive, the better it gets.
Yeah. I mean, you don't drive this car at all, though.
No.
So, like, it's bound to, like, have hiccups from not being driven. Cut me close there, but...
What, over the curb?
Yeah.
Really? Broke up. You're too low on fuel.
We got no fuel in the wombo meters.
Yeah, these cars have flat tanks, so like if it's under half, like you're just gonna
Die out.
This noise though is fucking terrible.
Oh, there's a lot of rock in there, I think. Oh, it's definitely breaking up.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Alright, bring her.
Yeah.
Bring her back. Don't blow her up.
I don't know, I was trying to come back in through here and monitor down here, just scare road a little bit, but no monitoring today. The old girl got a little poop in her. In the rain burnout.
Oh, the door doesn't want to open.
That's good.
Oh, the frame like twists.
Oh, that sounded cool, right? What happened to my car, Marcus?
I don't know, dude. Hold on. We drove through this puddle right here, and then it stopped really working. So let's try to like avoid that and stay over there. Straight understeer. So guys, Rob's car is back in the shop, and we got Rob right here. We're gonna ask him a couple questions. He's gonna go over what he's got in his car and what his new plans for it are, and then go from there. So Rob, what's the new setup on the car gonna be?
We're gonna do a 2.9 stroker, spooling port bottom end, and we're adding V-cam, and we're gonna stick with the HKS turbos for now. We want ridiculously fast spool, and I think we're gonna get it.
While still bleeding reliably.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna make some tranny braking torque probably, but you know, I'm not really concerned about it at this point. We just want to make. We want a lot of torque down low. We want the car to be real responsive on the street. You know?
Gotcha.
So
all that means is everything that he just said is what you need to be able to make that car Godzilla.
pretty much.
Very true. Very true.
Pretty much. I mean, you can do it with a 2.6. You know, you can make big power with a 2.6, but it's not really usable on the streets. Real laggy. You know.
Yeah.
We didn't want that with this car. I didn't want it with this car. I've got that with I have an Evo 10 with a giant turbo on it.
So what was your first plans for this car? Because I know you and Roberto had an easy plan for it.
Yeah. It came in when I bought it. It had it was misfiring, cylinder 5, and we were just trying to track it down, and it turned out to be just a gasket. But in the meantime, we were taking apart a lot of stuff, and at first it was just I just wanted to drive it stock. I really wanted to just appreciate the car in a stock form for as long as I could.
2 weeks.
You know, and basically that lasted about 2 weeks. That plan really nosedived at about 2 weeks, where we just decided, we'll flex fuel it. You know, so we added the Hall Tech and the injectors and the pump, and we just did it. We did a tune, and still on the factory turbos, and it made like 350, 360, something like that, if I recall correctly. I might be a little off there. And then from there, it just kind of spiraled out of control. I had some rust on the shock towers that I wanted to have addressed, and so the motor at that point was going to come out. So we pulled the motor and sent the car off to be painted, and the strut towers to be, you know, for all that to be resolved with the rust. And from there, the motor was just sitting out, and then I got with Berto, and it was just, you know, hey, the motor's out. What should we do? And we made up a plan, and this is the product of that plan. You know, we started off with some Dash 5s, and then some HKS turbos kind of fell on my lap, so we did that. You know, we did everything that could be done in the amount of time that we had to get the car to clean culture. We did. You know, a lot of this stuff wasn't even supposed to actually be here in time for that. Like the endless brakes weren't supposed to be here. That was supposed to take about 2 months to get. Ended up being like 4 weeks, so that worked out really good. And then, you know, the wheels was another thing that was just all last minute.
But you actually have 2 sets of.
I do have 2 sets.
He's running on the stock dailies, which are the matte black. You have the gloss black ones too, right?
I have the gloss black ones, and those have never had tires mounted on them. I'm going to put tires on them. We're going to use those for the WECFest show.
Gotcha.
You know, and we added the carbon fiber hood. That's a night racer carbon fiber hood out of the UK. You know, the block came from Australia. It's Bullen imports out of Australia. So, and then everything else was just parts from Japan. You know. Yeah.
So guys, like that's just Rob talking about his car and like going through the rundown of what we've done to it. It's going to be on the channel a couple more times with all the new stuff that we're going to do to it, but we're going to see what else we got going on and then finish up the video real quick. So guys, the other thing that I'm doing today is so this 240 came in today. I had a welded diff. He wanted a welded diff. I went through mine, checked it, made sure that there was fluid in it, made sure that the welds were good and that everything was good to go. Traded out the welded diff for an open diff. So now what I'm doing is I'm welding up this other open diff again. We're gonna finish welding this thing up and we will go ahead and get this one ready to put in a 180 and do all that. We're gonna put this one in there also. We're gonna have 2 diffs so that if one mishaps, I always have a spare. So that's what we're doing with this. So let's go ahead and finish welding this up. So guys, that was just a little bit of what we did tonight, basically. This video is gonna go up once again super late. I'm not too stoked about putting all these videos up late, guys. I know you guys aren't, so I'm going to try to start getting back onto a schedule of posting earlier again. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to try it. So that was about it. Did some drifting. Rob talked about his car. I welded a diff really quick. And now I'm home, finished up my food, ready to go to bed, start tomorrow off. So guys, that's about it though. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share, do all the good stuff. Lots more to come. Got to get more money. Cars will be built. You guys will like the content. It's pretty informative. So don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.